the great whore, the great prostitute, the mother of harlots. She sits upon the nations, the peoples, the multitudes, nations, and tongues. Wow. That's verse 15. Great chapter. Verse 5, and upon her forehead, this is the Vatican's forehead, are names written, Mystery Babylon, Secret Babylon. The reason I like to talk about the Vatican behind the wars and behind the New World Order is because she tries to hide. The Bible is clear that the Vatican is hiding and trying to hide in these last days, and has for nearly 2,000 years. Upon her forehead, the Vatican's forehead, a name, Mystery, Secret Babylon, the Babylonian system of the Vatican. Mystery, secret, secret, secret. So I love to do videos. I do 3 shows a day, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., 10 a.m. in the morning and 2 p.m. in the afternoon, California time. Every day, Monday through Friday on Facebook Live with another YouTube top story video on my YouTube channel as well. You can go to darrellawson.com to check out 3 shows a day I do every day, Monday through Friday, and even Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Yeah. I like to expose and shine the light on this secret system, this mystery Babylon, this city that runs the kings of the earth, the countries, the governments. I could talk about countries like the BRIC nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. You could throw in Syria. You can throw in Iran. You can throw in Venezuela, other countries that are pulling back from the control of the Vatican, and the Vatican doesn't like it. That's why these countries like Russia gets so much bad press, because the Vatican is so scared of her. And China and the BRIC nations, yeah. Mystery Vatican, Mystery Babylon, Secret the Great. The mother of hookers, prostitutes, governments, intelligence agencies that work for the New World Order. Abominations of the earth. She's in charge. Revelation 17, verse 1. There came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come here, and I'll show you. What? The judgment of the great whore, the Vatican, the great prostitute that sits upon many waters, the nations. So I throw Revelation 17 in here because it has to be brought out that the Vatican controls North Korea. North Korea is a pawn of the Vatican. And the Vatican is trying to stir things up on the planet because she's scared. Mystery Babylon is scared that she doesn't have enough time to set up the New World Order before the return of Jesus. Oh, yeah. This is the Vatican calling North Korea. You're going to do what we want you to do, right? And you're going to do it now. Vatican's scared of a Russian-Chinese-American alliance. The Vatican is afraid that Trump will get the information from Russia and China of what went what's going on the planet. What really went on with Assad. What went on with 9/11. What's going on the planet. Past, present, and future. The Vatican doesn't want the truth, the intel, the true intelligence information getting to Trump. So they're trying to scare Trump into not having a relationship with the BRIC nations and countries that are and have pushed away from the Vatican. So when you understand this, you can understand what's going on with North Korea. All right, let me just read a little more of these possible sightings of North Korean submarines off the U.S. Concerns have circulated that a foreign submarine from North Korea could be the reason for the unusual military activity off the coast of California. 3 low-lying military aircraft were reportedly seen in the area using flight tracking software, despite it not being a normal area of surveillance. Very interesting, yeah. Among the aircraft were seen was the Navy EP-3E Ares II, which is used for electronic surveillance. And listen, the Navy knows something's going on. A Navy P-3C Orion used for submarine spotting, and a Boeing P-8 Poseidon used for anti-submarine warfare was reported. Oh! U.S. military vessels were allegedly seen spanning the coastal waters from L.A. to San Diego. That's right where I live. The website stated that the Royal Canadian CP-140 Orion which is also known for its capability to spot submarines, entered the area at one point. Very interesting. Now, I'm going to go back to the hot off the press, so to speak. The craziness of North Korea. Is Kim Jong-un planning to use submarines to launch a nuclear attack? So 2 days ago, earlier this week, you have U.S. Navy aircraft spanning the Pacific looking for something. What are they looking for? Is the Vatican trying to use North Korea to stir up trouble? Now, I think the Vatican is having a huge headache because last week you have Trump. I believe sending missiles into Syria was a big mistake. Now, the Vatican was happy about that because that would, incur wrath from Russia and China and Iran, etc., etc. But yesterday and the day before, Trump is saying, no, we are not going to invade Syria. So that's a breath of fresh air. Yeah, that's good. That's good news. The Vatican is upset. The Vatican tries to use countries. Who can we use? Can we use Cuba? Can we use North Korea? Can we use Turkey? Can we use Saudi Arabia? The Vatican, which controls most countries on the planet, looks for countries that they can use to bring about wars on the planet. Now it's looks like it's North Korea's turn to come to bat for the Vatican. Wow, kind of freaky. But the good news is that Trump has gotten off the warpath against Syria, invading it. I mean, that's crazy. That's great talk. And I've done many videos on this. On my YouTube channel, I have 1,500 videos that I've done. So that shows you I've been talking about it for a long time. And every day. And I have going on 300 new fresh videos as well on Facebook Live, on my Facebook pages, yeah. And I talk about this every day. Listen, when Turkey had a coup against it, that was the Vatican trying to screw Turkey like they're doing right now with North Korea. Turkey is a pawn of the Vatican. And just before the presidential election in 2016, the Vatican tried to cause a nuclear outbreak from Turkey because the U.S. was storing missiles in Turkey. And the coup by the CIA, by the Vatican, which runs the CIA, was trying to stir up trouble in Turkey. But the president of Turkey, Erdogan, did I say his name? Said not today. Yeah, no, he pulled away from that. The Vatican wanted to cause like a World War III nuclear outbreak from Turkey. But that didn't happen. They failed in their coup attempt. Now, it wasn't just because, the president of Turkey is evil. I mean, he's not an angel. But I think he realized, I don't want to be responsible for World War III nuclear outbreak. And so I think the Turkish president, even though it looks like he is double-minded a lot of times, I think he's pulling closer to Russia, which is a good sign. And the turnaround of Trump's mind about not invading Syria is important because now looks like Trump is pulling closer to Russia and to China for allies to deal with North Korea and other issues, which is great. Because when Trump, the U.S. gets involved with China and Russia as allies instead of enemies, they prevent World War III and nuclear holocaust. It's very good. The Vatican doesn't like this. The Vatican the New World Order wishes that Russia and China would be a continual enemy with the USA. So therefore, Trump would not get the help that he needs, the U.S. needs to deal with countries like North Korea. China is warning North Korea, now you better smarten up. China and the U.S. have joined together. And if China joins the U.S. to work against crazy countries that are run by the Vatican, it's a good sign. Russia is there as well. If China's involved, Russia's also involved. Yeah. I mean, you look at some of the headlines today. Daily Express, World War III could start. Putin and Xi Jinping may join forces. All right? Which is, well, they're always together. They told Obama for the last 8 years, you will not, destroy Syria. And that's why Syria hasn't been destroyed yet. So it's good. It was beautiful to see. I wish Trump would have met with Putin, but the Secretary of State, the U.S. Secretary of State, met with Putin, and Putin's people yesterday and this week. And so it's great. That's good. You need dialogue and communication with the U.S. constantly with Russia and China, and might as well throw in Syria and Iran. Have open communication with them all the time, so that Trump doesn't get fake intelligence from the fake media and from crazy advisors he has around him. China warns against force as North Korea prepares celebration. China is warning, wants a peaceful solution, but China is warning North Korea. Don't go nuts. We will put you down. Like a dog. Article after article is going in the right direction, let's say that, in the last couple days, because people have been praying. Born again, spirit-filled people have been praying. Oh, Lord, intervene. Oh, Lord, push back the Antichrist system. Oh, Lord, push back the New World Order. Expose the fake news and give good intel, and let Trump listen to good advisors, not warmongering Vatican advisors that are trying to be pushed at him every day in the White House and in the USA. Yeah. So Trump needs to listen. But there's a war going on for his mind. There's a war going on for his ear. Kim Jong-un is increasing his underwater military capabilities and may even have plans in place to launch nuclear missiles from a submarine. The fact that China and the U.S. and even Russia now are going in against North Korea is great. Nobody wants World War III. Nobody wants nuclear fallout except the Vatican and the New World Order, because that would benefit them. There are fears the North Korean dictator is adapting his fleet of subs so they can fire warheads amid heightened tensions with the West. I mean, if you go back and the Vatican has tried to use nukes, almost yearly. Even when Obama was president of the USA, the Vatican was telling Obama to nuke parts of the U.S. Oh yeah, if you go back and look and just type in any kind of web search, Obama tried to nuke the U.S. Whoa! Didn't get away with it. But it was in the news. I think the same thing happened with Turkey. Vatican was trying to use Turkey. The Vatican was trying to use Trump in the last several days to try to antagonize a war between, through Syria to attack China and Russia and Iran. But that's been pulled back. So, oh yeah. Why? Because Jesus is intervening. It comes 2 years after 50 vessels, which account for 70% of Pyongyang's submarine, disappeared off radar, sparking panic in South Korea and Japan in the wake of tense standoff with South Korea. The only thing that's holding back evil right now is Jesus through his people, born again, spirit-filled people praying. Yeah. According to the Daily Express, security expert, blah, 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 told CNBC, we didn't know where they were. This is 2 years ago. One would hope that we would keep very close tabs on those that could launch the submarine, launch ballistic missiles.